guys, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. I am coming on today to share with you the Halloween stamp and die set that I hauled the other day from Michael's, which is this set right here. I have to tell you from the get-go that it's a really cute stamp and die set. Now, the problem that I had was cutting the stamped images out perfectly or close to perfect. I don't think you can do it perfect. I've tried it different ways. I've come pretty close. As you can see, some here is not really lined up well. I tried several times to do it. So it was really difficult, especially with the witch. Since there's a lot of details that it's got to cut out, I think it's a little difficult. I will be honest that it is a little difficult. So I did that. The little kitty cat came out pretty close, but it's still off, as you can see there. The witch's hat was a little easier, but it's not perfect. So I don't think there is meant to be a border around it, like an, whatever paper color you're using. I don't think there's supposed to be a border because I've tried lining it up. Now, as you can see, this was my first go at the cauldron. It's off here, and then I redid it again a different way. So it came out a little better. Skull as well. It's a little off. This one's a little better. And the little spider here, a little off as well. Now, as far as the spider and the kitty cat, you can just do it just plain colored, which I did here. I made a little tag. I just die cut it. I didn't even stamp it. And it looks just as great. You know, you don't need to stamp it. The only thing with the stamp with the kitty cat, whatever paper that you're using, you could see the eyes. I don't know if you can see that. But anyways, I just cut it in black, put on a little tag, and here's the little spider just cut in black. Whoops. So I think you can just do those without, there's really not much detail to that stamp. So I would just say cut those out and use plain paper. You don't need to stamp them out. But now, as for the other stuff, using a different color paper gives it a little more definition. I think it looks nice. You can use Halloween colors like purple, orange, green, or like a yellow. So, yeah. But what I will tell you what I did was, when I tried to do that, I actually cut them out. And then I used my Stamp Perfect. And so what I did here was I put the paper in that I had already die cut the stamp out. So for instance, let's do the skull. Here's just the plain skull. I already cut it out. So I kind of use this as a guide. Oops. And of course they say never put the magnets together, and I know why, because it's so strong. So anyways, I'm going to put this over here to hold the paper. And then I'm going to place the skull in here. Now, as you can see, I messed up on that stamp right there, which was, this one here. I stamped off of, I didn't stamp it properly. So anyway, so what I did was I put it in there. Then I got the stamp. And it worked with the cauldron. So let's try this out. So I've already cut the die. So now you're just trying to match the stamp to the die. The die cut, should I say. It is very difficult to get it perfect here. Let's give it a shot. You know what? Yeah, let's try this. And like with the witch, when I did this, I put it in there and I couldn't line up everything. So I don't think the stamp and dies are a perfect match. Because if you lined up her shoes, her boots, should I say, other things would go off. So, you know, if I had to do it all over again, I would make sure that, you know, that the top part of her lined up perfectly. And so when I did that, it didn't line up the shoes, the boots, and the broom. So let's try the skull. Since I lined it up here, let's see how close I can get. Because I noticed on some of the things, like the cauldron, I did this and I put the cauldron in there and it lined up nicely. So let's ink this up. And let's see what happens. Hopefully it comes out straight. Oh, well, that did come out kind of better. So you can do that. You can use your cutout here as like a template to put your die back in, your die cut back in, and then line up your stamp. So you could do it that way too. So comes out pretty close. But then again, maybe it's just me. But it is very hard to line up. But I still like this die and stamp set. So, you know, it's not all that bad. But I'm just letting you guys know that it is hard to line up. So if you're looking for perfection, you may not get it with this stamp and die set. Because I don't think that when they made it, they lined it up perfectly. Because once you line up something else is not going to be lined up. Okay, so I hope that helps you out, and I'm sorry that I'm just babbling on, but I did want to come and show you the stamp and die set like I said I would, and show it to you so that you can make a decision whether or not this is something that you want to invest in. But it is a very cute die and stamp set. You know, the stamps alone are very cute. You don't need to die cut them out. And you could always fussy cut them out too. I mean, the dies do work. You can cut solid. You know, you don't have to stamp it. It'll look just as nice. So that is my take on it. I do think it's very cute. Only thing is, I feel that it is hard to line up the dies to the stamp. So, but you know, it's good enough. For me, you know, I do like it to be perfect, but you know, I'm willing to let it slide. So I hope you guys find it informative, and you know, like I said, it is cute. And I did get this at Michael's. It was $14.99, but you can use your 40% off and, you know, get a deal there like I did. So I think it's worth it just based on, you know, how cute it is. And if you do take your time, maybe you can line yours up much better than I did. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys have a great day. And thank you again for liking and subscribing. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.